Hello all, my name is Krishnak and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, we will be continuing the playlist with respect to Django Python web framework. And in this particular video, as soon as we install Django library, it gives us a default project. We'll try to explore that particular project and we'll try to see that how we can run it in our local machine. Okay, so let's proceed without wasting any time. So what I'm actually going to do over here is that I'm just going to open my Anaconda prompt, and here you can see this is my Anaconda prompt. I have actually made a folder called as Django. I have also created an environment which I told you in my previous class called as development. So in this particular environment, whenever I try to create any kind of projects, everything will be available over here. So to begin with, first of all, we install Django, which again I have told you in my previous session. So once you do this, you can see that requirement is already satisfied. Okay, now I'm just going to clear this screen, and then in order to check whether your Django is installed properly or not, you can use this particular command. So I'll write Django admin. Okay, so once you write this, you will be able to see these all things. I'll talk about it, and all these things will come some or the other way where we'll be discussing where we have to use this kind of sub commands. Okay, now quickly, in order to start a project, what we can actually quickly do is that we will be making sure that we'll execute this something called as start project. Now let's see how to actually execute this particular command that is called as start project, and this will actually help you to create a new project from scratch. Okay, and this will also give you some default project that is already available in the Django library itself, right? So let's begin. So here I'm actually going to say Django admin. Okay, and then you have to use this particular command. We'll also be discussing how when you have to use start app, but you will be using this command which is called as start project to create a new project itself. So I'm just going to say start project, and probably I want to use my project example as test. So this will actually be my project. So it says test conflicts with the name of an existing Python module. Okay, it's okay, I'll just use anything else. So I'll say example, or I'll say sample project. Okay, this can be a very good name. So I'm going to do this. I'll press enter. So here you can see that it has got now executed. Now if I go and see in the directory, you'll be able to see one folder. Okay, sample project. Okay, now if I go and show in the folder itself, here you can see sample project. Okay, so we'll start this particular application. We'll try to see how we can run it in the local server, which Django again provides the local server, so that you'll be able to run this kind of applications, right? So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go inside this particular folder which is called as cd sample project, and now if I go and check in my directory, I have all these files, right? Now what I'm going to do, I'm again going to do the coding in VS Code. I hope you have seen my previous videos how to set up the VS Code itself. So I'll write code dot, so automatically the entire application will get opened. Okay, now guys, this is my sample project, and remember we'll be seeing some file called as manage.py. okay, we'll discuss about this, guys, when do we have to make some kind of changes with respect to manage.py and all. So probably this file's more detail I'll talk about when I'm actually implementing some of the things, but just understand that if you really want to create multiple apps in Django, if you like, if I want to consider what is this apps, it can be multiple modules. Okay, and if you really want to create multiple apps, at that time you will be using this manage.py. I'll show you a lot of examples as we go ahead, and then if I go and click this sample project, here you have multiple files again. Okay, some of the files which I'll talk about is something called as urls.py. Here you can see that there is a path, which says admin slash. So by default, some of the path, whenever you try to create a new page, which has a different URL, you have to configure it over here also in the URL pattern. So here is a brief description about it. It says the URL pattern list routes URL to views. For more information, add and import. All these things I'll discuss it, guys, but just understand that these all files we don't do much changes. Yeah, in urls.py, whenever a new page or new view is created, you basically append that particular link over here, which again I'm going to show you as we go ahead. There is also two main files which is called as wsgi. I've already explained you about wsgi. It is nothing but a protocol which will, or it is a protocol, or it is a standard which a web server will be using in order to communicate to your Python application. So in order for them to communicate, we definitely have this WSGI. and you also have a new concept of ASGI, you know. So this is a greater version with respect to WSGI. Again, I'm going to make a detailed video about ASGI also, but understand we are not just going to make any changes over here. In short, very less number of changes. I think if you want to do the changes, I think we have to do it this in the urls.py or settings.py. Okay, and here also some of the configuration settings we will be putting. So don't worry about anything. I'll take you step by step. I'll make sure that everything is explained in a better way. But right now, let's see how to run this particular project. Okay, so by default, you'll be able to see some kind of admin page. So this is just a sample web project itself. Now, in order to run, what I'm actually going to do, first of all, make sure that you are in the right environment. So I'm just going to go into the right environment called as development. Okay, and now I'm going to open my terminal. So I'll say run Python in terminal. Instead of run Python, I'll just go and click on the terminal. Okay, so once my terminal is opened, let me close it. Now here you can see that I'm in my development environment. I'll just clear the screen. Now in order to run this, out of this, which file we will be running? We will be running this manage.py file. If you want to run it in the local server, Django provides that part also. You know, it provides, as you know that it supports both WSGI and ASGI. So internally, you'll be able to run it in the local server itself. This actually provides that facilities, like how Flask actually provides it. Okay, so in order to actually run it in the local server, you just have to write Python, okay, manage.py, and then you can actually say run server. That's it. So the run server is the command which will actually allow this particular Django application to run in the local server itself. And once I press enter, you'll be able to see that it will start running, and here is a API that is here is the URL that is basically created, and the default port is basically 8000. So I'm just going to click on the follow the link. Now here you can see that, guys, this is the page that is actually being shown. Now if you go and probably click on the Django documentation, that it will redirect over there. You know, by default Django provides this particular web application, you know, and just consider that this is your home page right now. Now I'll try to show you in the upcoming videos how we can add multiple pages, how we can add apps. We basically say in Django apps. Okay, so any new model, probably I want to develop a login authentication module over here or app, so I have to create it as an app. Okay, so that we can integrate with this specific website. And here you can see just some links that is actually given in this default home page, right? So yes, this was how you should basically run. So what all things we have actually learned in this, nothing much about coding and all, but how to actually create a project. Every time whenever we create a project, we'll go through this. Now, so guys, as we go ahead, now we will be understanding in our next video how we can create apps and how we can integrate with this specific website, how we can integrate HTML, how we can integrate different contents. That is what we are actually going to see. So I hope you like this particular video. Please do subscribe the channel if you're not a subscriber. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you, one doll. Bye bye.